Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to RPG Real People Gaming. I am Demon God Ash, as you may recall. Today we're going to be playing Dark Souls, one of my all-time favorite games. You may notice that this is Dark Souls 1. Yes, I have played and beaten it a number of times, but that doesn't make it any less enjoyable in my book. I have my wonderful dog with me, so if he barks, I apologize for that. He has had an accident recently and is heavily medicated. Now, before we get started, there's a few things I'd like to say. One, I'd like to make a correction. Last time, I believe, I spoke about having rheumatoid arthritis, or RA, which I found out recently is inaccurate, as I didn't really know the full term of it. I have what's called as ankylosing spondylitis, or AS, which means my bones are trying to fuse together. It has been a very stressful week with my dog's accident, as well as me finding out my insurance will not cover the medication I need for ankylosing spondylitis. So I am in for months and months, if not years, of pain as they figure that crap out. Now, the reason I'm playing Dark Souls is because it helps me relax. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Another thing I'd like to mention is I recently joined a Discord server for dads, for gaming dads. It is called the Mad Lads, and honestly, they have been an insanely helpful and friendly community, helping me through a hard time, as well as joining me for some fun games. Now, I don't believe today I'm going to be playing with anybody, at least not for this stream, but why don't we go ahead and get into it. Now, for starters, I think that might be just a fair bit too loud. Give me a second. Pardon the burping. I know that was disgusting. Alright. Now, we'll see how that sounds all together. For a name, let's go with how I've been feeling. Short, sweet, and to the point. I've been feeling bad. And I let myself be a man, just like I am. And that's okay. And I am going to... Am I going to start with Depraved, or am I going to start with Pyromancer? You know what? I'm going to go with a Pyromancer, and I'm going to choose some Black Fire Bombs. The physique doesn't really matter, so I'm going to make myself large. Give myself a Dragon Scholar face. Give myself a ponytail for no reason, and turn it silver. Alright, short, sweet, and to the point. This is bad. And by that, I mean that's his name. Okay, so I guess it's time to start talking about real things, huh? So, we're going to skip right through that and get started in the game. The real thing I'm going to talk about now is loss.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. That is what I'm talking about. Now skip your voice. I'm going to be talking about loss. Please, if you do watch this, let me know how the game audio is. If I need to keep it down any further. I'm not really super knowledgeable on streaming things, but you know, there's Nothing wrong with asking for help. Now, hold on. I should probably make sure that there's not going to be any music. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Now, what do I mean when I say talking about loss? Well, what I mean is, well, loss is terrifying. Loss is horrible, and nobody enjoys dealing with it. Whew, that was not fun. Alright, let's go ahead and get back into the groove of things. Pardon me for a moment while I remember how to play this game. Seeing as how I haven't played in a few months now, I gotta re-get myself back into it. Okay, I appear to be pretty much okay. Now, what I mean by loss is, of course, how we deal with losing someone or something. Like, not to make everybody think I'm a super big downer, but my cat died recently in the last few months. A cat that I've had for any number of years, since before I even married my wife. She was with me for a very long time, and her name was Hope. She was a really great cat, really wonderful and lovely. And she was old. She needed to be put to rest, but that doesn't make it any less sad. As well, she was a member of my family who'd been around for a very long time. And, you know, I am not afraid to admit to being sad about something, and it made me very sad. I honestly cried a lot. Sometimes I still cry when thinking about it. But, yeah. It has come to my attention that a lot of people don't understand loss. They don't understand the ins and outs of what you're going through when you lose someone, or when you're about to. And honestly, I have a very big problem with loss. And it's not so much that I have a problem feeling loss, it's more I have a problem with how some people refuse to feel loss.
Only in the age.
Let's just say there's somebody I know who's close to me currently who has issues when it comes to dealing with loss. And that person is... So, I don't know if any of you... Well, I'm sure some of you do, but there's a mental disorder called Munchausen disorder, or disease. I'm not entirely certain. But it it is basically when somebody fabricates bad scenarios to either solve them or just to make themselves look better, like, oh, this is what I'm having to deal with, so you should all feel, you know, that I'm this amazing person, and yada yada yada. But with it is another version called Munchausen by proxy, which is that things are made to look like other people are bad, or other things are in a bad way, so that your dealing with them is seen as heroic, or something along those lines. And somebody close to me has, well, honestly, both of them, if I'm being serious. And as such, they have a pet who is blind, deaf, in constant pain, and can barely breathe. And as such, they refuse to let this dog, well, lie. They refuse to let this dog be at peace, because keeping them alive gives them a reason to tell everyone how great they are. That, oh, they would be dead without me, and I'm the only thing keeping them alive. No, get out of my way, thank you very much. Oh, I'm the most important thing, they rely on me, and it's at the point of like, yeah, they do, because they honestly have nothing else. And it's at the point of this poor dog is constantly in a bad way, and realistically should be let go. But she refuses to, as it is something that makes her feel like she looks better to other people. Which honestly, I cannot say it does. In fact, it makes her look horrible. But yeah, have fun explaining that to a narcissist. Oh, let's not get shanked. At least not too badly. Gonna play some Zelda music in my head. Oh, nope. Oh, okay. I got caught on nothing. Okay. Alright. That's okay, it happens sometimes. I am not playing the newer version of it. I am simply playing the classical Xbox 360 version. So, there will be some glitches, delays, etc. But the reason I bring that up is because this comes with this mentality of loss, that things aren't allowed to pass away or perish because it makes you sad, or because it affects your life. And that is the most undeniably selfish, arrogant, juvenile thing a human being can do. And I say that knowing full well that there are people who will see this and be very upset by the fact that I've said it. And you know what? I don't care. If you are one of these people, and you just can't let something go because it matters so much to you, you are the worst kind of person. And I know you're probably not going to watch my streams or whatever, but I'm okay with that, because you are prolonging the suffering of another creature for your own benefit. And that is the worst thing I can imagine. I've known people throughout my life who do that to other people, who would rather another person suffer than they look even remotely bad. And the worst part is, people who have this problem are not going to get rid of it. Because now, admitting it as a problem would make them look even worse. Because they've had this problem for a long time. I fell down, but at least I didn't die. So, to that person, if you ever watch this, let her die. It's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person because she perished. She's old. She's in pain constantly. And doctors have told you any number of times that, honestly, she shouldn't be alive. You're keeping her alive on medication and falling to my death. Okay. And just hope. And the biggest issue with that is that the only reason she's staying around is because she is an animal. She doesn't see the fact that she needs to perish. All she sees is that you, someone she cares for, doesn't want her to. She's worried that you are going to be in a bad way because of her dying. And that is one of the worst things. You are forcing another creature to live in constant pain simply because you can't handle it. Now, I understand not being able to handle things. That's something that everybody goes through. It is. You know, it's hard to accept when things aren't good, when things aren't going to work out for you. But forcing another creature through pain and suffering because of that is wrong. I wanted my hope to live as long as possible. But when it got to the point that the doctors were saying that she was in pain, wasn't holding water correctly, couldn't see very well or move around, my wife and I were considering alternatives, putting her down, something along those lines, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't want her to suffer, because her not suffering was more important than me keeping her around. And as much as I wanted to, I would rather her not be suffering than me not be suffering, if that makes sense. Well, anyways, that's not the only loss I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about loss of what feels like one's self. Because this is something I'm currently going through. I feel like I am losing myself as a person because of my physical conditions. So, I, of course, as you now know, have ankylosing spondylitis, or AS. Man, I wish my wife was here. She knows everything I have. I have chronic bronchitis, which is why I cough a lot. I have clinical depression, I have severe anxiety, and I have anger issues that honestly I would be better without. I am a schizotypical personality. I hear voices in my head. I mean, what's left? I have allergies. I like long walks on the beach and fuzzy pink slippers, which I'm currently wearing. But like, I have recently gotten to the point where I feel like I'm losing who I am. Because prior to a certain point, I was me. I was a carpenter. I was a husband, a father, a gamer, a friend, and it's gotten to the point where I'm terrified of being any of those things because of the pain. I'm terrified of 4, 5, 10 years from now when I can't move my body and my wife has to become my caretaker and do everything for me. And I hate that. I honestly hate that. I've said it to my wife before, and honestly it's how I feel, but I think I would rather die than put someone I care about through that kind of stress. And I know my wife doesn't like when I say things like that, and honestly, I mean, nobody likes when I say things like that, but it's just how I feel. It's a matter of fact. So, honestly, like, you can call me a coward if you want to. I probably am, in all honesty. But that's how I feel, and that is loss. I've lost a part of myself, part of what makes me me, and that is my will to live. And I'm not depressed. As weird as that sounds, considering what I'm talking about, I'm not depressed. My wife helped me see things in a better perspective, and now I don't let it affect me, or at least I try not to let it affect me. More specifically, I don't want it to affect me, so I ignore it as best I can until it just doesn't feel like it is affecting me. Which is unhealthy and I don't recommend, but my wife has walked me through the bad things I feel, and I feel better for it. I don't feel like I'm constantly running from myself now, but anyways, enough about me. What I want to talk about is the fact that loss is something each and every one of us suffer from. Regardless of your race, skin color, nationality, gender, sex, personality, preferences, any of that. No matter what or who you are. We all suffer from loss, eventually. We lose something, someone, we lose a bit of ourselves. We all suffer from it. And to honestly, the fact that I'm gonna be the one to tell you this is probably really, really stupid, considering I just told you I go through the same stuff. But, maybe that's exactly why it works. So I'm gonna say it because I'm sure no one else ever has. I'm here for you. Obviously, I'm not there physically, but I am here. That's why I wanted to create this channel. I wanted to reach out and talk to people who need it, who need somebody to tell them, hey, it's okay. You're not alone. I know it feels like it sometimes, but I'm here. We're here for you. And we all truly understand. You are exactly who you need to be. And if you want to talk about it, that's why I have a comment section. So please, if you feel like something, feel free to say it. And if you just feel like being a jackass and telling people to man up or something along those lines, why don't you go ahead and dislike right now, leave a piss poor comment that I'll block and get rid of, and go fuck yourself. Because honestly, you can feel that way all you want to. I don't mind. If you feel that way about how you deal with your own mental health, then by all means, please continue. I won't stop you. And I won't judge you for it either. But if you decide to make that someone else's problem, then it's my problem. And I fix my problems by getting rid of them. So, if you want to be an ass, prepare to be blocked, prepare to be gotten rid of course, my YouTube channel. This is in no way a threat to anyone. But then again, if you're that kind of person, I'm pretty certain you would just take that threat as a challenge. So you know what? No. Just be nice. Be nice to each other. Be nice to yourself. And regardless of whether or not you think you deserve it, you do. You deserve it. You deserve someone to care. Someone to tell you it's going to be okay. You are going to be okay. I believe in you. I have faith. And more than anything, I don't mind. Occasionally, you don't have to be the strongest thing there is. You don't have to encounter every problem with a sturdy back and a hard skull. Sometimes, it's okay to just say, hey, I need some help. Because right now, I really need some help. And I have my wife and my son, and I get it, and they make me feel so happy. But in the end, they can only do so much. They're you know, in it with me. My wife has all of her stresses. My son has school. We're all dealing with our own things, and me selfishly trying to push my issues onto them. I know it's not selfish, because that's, you know, they want to help. I know, especially my wife. I know she does. But she's got her own things going on too, and I want to be there to help her, not just her help me. So, I'm just here to say, I get it. I'm in the same boat. But more than anything, I'm here for you. Speak up. Tell us what's going on. Let me know. And I will tell you just how amazing of a person you are. Because that's what you deserve. And to everyone out there who I don't know, who just needs it right now, have faith. Because I love you. And that's okay. It's okay to love. I don't even have to know you to love you. Because I love who you are. And I love all the effort you put into everything. I love who you are and how you became who you are. And I love the fact that you are okay being who you are. Woo! That was almost bad. Come on, I want your sword, buddy. But I do not want you to kill me. Nope, dead. Okay. Slight delay. And I died. That's okay. But, in the end, what I'm getting at is, it's okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to be you. And it's okay to love yourself. It really is. It really is okay to love yourself. Because if it's okay for me to love a random stranger on the internet for no reason other than I fucking understand you, then you better goddamn believe it's okay for you to love yourself. Okay, buddy boys. Okay. Alright, both of you need to stop and listen. All I'm getting at, okay, is that cut yourself a freaking break, okay? I know I'm kind of a hypocrite in the fact that I'm saying to do it, but having trouble doing it myself. Doesn't mean it's any less true. You gotta cut yourself a break, buddy. You do. And you deserve a break. You deserve a break. And you have freaking earned it. You have worked your butt off, and you earned it. You earned that break. You earned that moment of relaxation, that moment where it's like, you know what? Life might suck currently, but I am not going to let it destroy me. Because you're better than that. Because you deserve better than that. And if there's anyone in your life who's making it worse, who's invalidating your feelings, your emotions, your tears, your love, get rid of them. Aw, really? You suck. Like this guy right here, invalidated my backstab. What a jerk. So you know what? I'm gonna come and bring you up over here and invalidate your entire life. Come on. Come on. Bring the invalidation. Bring it. Here we go. So, if you understand what I mean, then please feel free, comment, share the love, share the pain if you got it. Whoop, like that. Got the pain. Got the pain. Either way, I'm here for you. I am here for you. I'm going to either run until I kill that guy or decide to move on and just take on the boss. In fact, I think I'm gonna move on and take on the boss. Gonna be easier for me, gonna be easier for you. So, yep. Easier for us, all of us. We get up here, we come down here, we... dude, why aren't you triggered? Whoop! Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Nobody wants you here. Go through that door, stop them in their tracks, so they cannot follow me. And yes, I know there is a crystal lizard back there. I will get it in a minute when I'm done killing this thing. So, just remember, when it comes to how you feel, how bad you feel currently, you can't tell yourself that there's no coming back from it. That's just not the case, because there will always be the ability to come back. Woo! That hurt. And yeah, I know all about the head drop. I don't need reminders, funnily enough. I actually am weirdly good at this game. As you know, as much as it doesn't seem so at the moment. Because of, you know, dying to the Black Knight, but at the same time, that's okay. Oh, and not dying. Nope, dying. Dying. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not even upset about it. Honestly, I pressed the wrong button to roll. I pressed an A. Who presses an A? But, yeah. Anyways, on a lighter note, I will mention that you are all great. Everybody who has subscribed recently, I'm not super, you know, filled up with subscribers, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that I am not only a new channel, but I'm also very small and aimed at a very specific group. You know, just a group of people like me who need it, who need someone. And that's okay. Because if you're in the group, well, I welcome you. If you're here because somebody recommended it to you, then even freaking better. Man, don't die to this guy with a pokey stick. I know it's a sword, but it's a pokey stick. So, one way or another, I want to thank all the people who are here, and all the people who have also subscribed to my sister channel, Average Family Days, where my series MMO is on, where we also deal with mental health, but in a much more structured way. So, yeah. In the nuts. Boop. No. That is not how this works, buddy. That was weird. Anyways, yep, sorry, being quiet for a minute. And dying horribly once again. Because I rolled, and apparently that doesn't matter. You know, I'm pretty certain there are supposed to be invincibility frames in the middle of a roll. Somewhere. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. But, either way, maybe I should quit messing around. I've just been having fun, blasting fireballs and whatnot. So, let's, what do you say we, put an end to this and quit playing? Because, if I'm being honest, entirely, that was me messing around. Whoop! So, as this is about to wrap up, I just want to reiterate one more time. Thank you to everybody who has been super great to me on the Mad Lads Discord server, as well as all of my current subscribers and everything of the sort. It is really good to have a community of like-minded individuals who understand what you're going through. Okay, that is unnecessarily bad. Why am I having so much trouble with these dudes? Oh, right. Because I have a shield and forgot. Wow, that was intelligent of me. Well, anyways, in all seriousness, thank you. Thank all of you. Thank all of you very much for being such amazing people and creating a community of like-minded individuals who understand what it's like to be in a position like mine. And ow, that was unfortunate. But so to all the mad lads out there, if any of you are watching or listening, thank you. You all rock. And fill up a ledge, because yeah, apparently that was not my best run, which is crazy. I've actually I don't know. Again, been a rough few days. So I think I'm gonna call it here. If you guys want to see me do a full playthrough, I am more than willing to. So yeah, everybody have a good one, and be nice to yourself.